What's up, guys? I am back. And you remember yesterday when I talked about when mosasaurs are Meg? Today we're about to do the same thing, but it's about to be with ferocious ones like the Meg and the mosasaur. But they're on land. The T Rex versus the Spinosaurus. There needs some stuff for us to go over. I will talk about who will win, why it will win, and how it will win, and what arena it will have to beat to win. So, if it was on a land one, the Spinosaurus will lose because it cannot stay on land too long against the T Rex, because the T Rex is a better advantage on land. But in the water, it has a lower advantage than the Spino. So, if you guys remember Meg versus Mosasaur, in the water, how will these two fight? T-Rex will get the lower hand than the Spino. The Spino will get the upper hand because it has a better advantage. It might look like it has faster legs because they're shorter, but the T-Rex is actually faster even though it has longer legs. It is strong like the T-Rex. Their bite forces are powerful like the Meg and the Mosasaur. I'll go over that. The Spino's is 4,000 pounds per square inch. The T-Rex is 6 times more stronger, 10,000 pounds per square inch bite of the T-Rex. The king of the dinosaurs, T-Rex, is pretty massive, but it's not more bigger than the mighty Spinosaurus. That in water is the strongest dinosaur, the strongest prehistoric thing. It can take down a T-Rex, but the strong force of that makes it a difficult fighter, makes it a harder challenge for the T-Rex, for the Rex. The Rex will need a lot of stuff to make its strength come true of being the strongest if it wants. But if they go in a water arena and a land arena, they start on land first and then the water, the Spinosaurus would take the win. Because if the T-Rex decides to take the fight into the water, the Spinosaurus would take a turnaround and win the fight. So, pretend my mouse is a little prey. Who will get it in the water? It would be the Spinos in the mouth. But on land, it would be the T-Rex in the mouth. So if the Spino bites it right here, right on the neck, and pulls it into the water, that might be a lower advantage for the T-Rex. But what if the T-Rex uses his smart brain to compete against the Spino and bite it right on the arm? One of his weaknesses is the sail. But one of the best spots to stop the fight for the Spino is jaw. If it wraps his mouth around that mouth, how is it gonna bite? It can't bite if it can't open his mouth. So, the Spino, the one over here, might be the upper advantage on the T-Rex. We're gonna take this on land and water. So, as you can see my little mouse right here, I'm pointing at the Spino, every detail of it. Let's look at the eyes. The eyes are the strong part, the sharpest part of it. When I mean by sharp, I mean the one that helps us see. It has a sharper vision than the T-Rex, a sharper eye scent that can help us see underwater and on land as well. With its better look of goodness, it can fight. It does have a good force. But the strongest part of the Meg helps it defeat the mosasaur. Like Spino, the force of it can almost help this fight win against the big lizard, the biggest one in them all, Tyrannosaurus. So, who will win in this fight? We are mysteriously drawing a blank right now. This isn't the first time. This is the second time. Actually, the second time. Very strong, very powerful, and very smart. These bulls are very smart. So, what I mean by smart is that they have the brain. They have the brain. And it's also very good that the Spino can almost. It's good for the Spino. But is that good for the T Rex to go in the water? It's not. It does travel by water sometimes. But how does that make it a better swimmer? The Spino's been in the water longer, which makes it a better swimmer. It can live longer. It can live shorter than the T Rex. But it can also grow bigger than the T Rex. Grown up older, grown up bigger, and growing up stronger. The Spino will win. Why? And how will it win? The Spino, see those sharp teeth over there? See those sharp teeth from the Spino? If it locks it around somewhere that it can't bite it, it will be able to not fuck it. It will not be able to pull it into the water. This dinosaur right here will win against this dino. So Spino against T Rex. It wouldn't be short. It'll be a long rush kiss. As this side will win and this side will lose. The T-Rex's side will win, while the Spino's team will also win. They both want to win. They want to destroy each other. Just like the Meg and the Mug. And this is a very powerful fight. Almost destroying land and sea at the same time. So who will win? Spino or T-Rex? Spino will win on underwater. So if it went underwater at the end, it will be a win for the Spino. So this is the final thing we're going to talk about before we end the video. And I hope you guys enjoy this part. I put in a real lot of time to put this video together. I spent it some time. So, my next thing, my final thing I want to talk about is why the Spino will win. It's because of his bigger size and his habitat win. The habitat loss. The habitat loss is when you think you'll win by your actual habitat, but it turns around and your enemy's habitat comes up at the end and you lose. Same with the T-Rex's lose. The T-Rex side will win just on land, but it didn't know that the Spino was going to take it onto water. So the Spino is basically smarter with better chances. But how does that compare to the force of the T-Rex? If it has a return and it still is in the water, it might have a drown or get injured. There's two possible ways. But how does that afford Why would there be two chances? And what are the two chances? The one of the chances is the Spino scratching the T-Rex and making it injured, or biting it and making it injured, or making it drown. And those are the two ways how it could win, or how to win for the Spino. But what is the way for it to get injured but win for the Spino? Trying as hard as it can, and injured and go on to the impossible with the Spino and the T-Rex. So Spino will actually get the advantage. Thank you guys for watching, Little Man Huey. And I will see you next time. Have a nice day, have a nice afternoon, have a nice night. Whatever time you want, you have this. And you will have a lot of time. If you want to watch another one, I will make another one tomorrow. So, if you want it, we can do one. You name it, I'll do it. Actually, I pick what I want to do. So, if you guys want to see another one of my cool videos, make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and share. Thank you guys for watching Little Man Huey. Think right now who will win. T Rex versus Spinosaurus. And thank you guys for having fun with me. If you did, as my picture says, have fun with me and Little Man Huey. Bye, Little Man Huey. So, leave a like, leave a comment. I will guys see you next time. 1, 2, 3. You guys are good to leave. Bye.